Morning YouTube. Right, you join us on a very exciting day because we have got Brad's Workbench sanding paste and we're going to do a little test today. And I've also got some Robert Sorby pen jaws. And we're not making pens because I don't really make pens, but we're going to make magic wands. So I hope you like magic wands because that's what we're making. And I'm going to try and make 2 magic wands in under an hour. One of them finished with Brad's Workbench stuff and one finished with my stuff, what I did make myself. Not really doing a comparison so much as just seeing what happens. So let's get on with it. Right, ladies and gentlemen of the wood turning fraternity, we've got the new Robert Sorby jaws installed. They were easy, they just went straight on. Very nice, thanks Robert Sorby for nothing because I paid for it, Roland Teeth. Right, now we've got this bit of wood, don't know what it is, it's wood. We're going to make a wand out of it. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to put an hour on the clock and try and bang out 2 of these in less than an hour. But I like that. I've never had the ability to put square bits in my chuck before. What a novelty. I like it. Alrighty then. Well, it's a bit ugly. This wood's quite soft. Yay! Let's try and put a point on it, that'll be fun. Let's do some sanding. Alright folks, I changed my design as I went along, you know, why not? So we're up to 800 grit, thereabouts. So it's time to put some Brad's Workbench sanding paste on this little beast. Now then, we all know that instructions are for kids. So I've left them in the studio. And we're just going to apply this like I would apply any other sanding paste, which is to say, put it on a cloth and wang it on the piece. Because I'm sure that's what a lot of people will do when they buy a product like this, is just apply it how they would apply any other product. But I have, as directed by Mr. Brad, gone up to in excess of 400 to 600 grit. So this is up at 800 grit. So let's see what it does. Let's go for it. Okay, it's looking smooth. Yeah, it's looking smooth. Okay. First impressions, it was nice and easy to work. It's done what I thought it would do. Good. Let's put some tongue wax on it. See if that brings up a shine. Handcrafted in Texas by Brad. Very nice. Probably way more than I need, again. Lovely. Now Brad recommends letting that sit for 15 minutes and then coming back and polishing it off. So that's what we're going to do, folks. See you in 15 minutes. Alrighty then, it's been the requisite 15 minutes. Let's polish it up, see what it looks like. Okay. Well, here it is. A little bug hole full of whatever that is. Good. Well, I like it. This might not be the best piece of wood to test it on because it's very, very soft. Anyway, I'm going to part this off just there. And then we're going to get on to magical wand number 2. Take that over to the sander, polish that off. Close enough for jazz? What do you think? Yeah. Alright, there's number 2. It's not exactly the same, but you know, never mind. It's sanded up to 800 grit. So I'm going to apply my sanding paste, which is made from all sorts of old rubbish. No special recipe, just whatever I could find, plus some beeswax and some Tripoli grit. Let's do that. Well, that is a pretty picture, isn't it? That's my sanding butter I've been using. I know it's got bry wax in it, so this is actually going to colour it as well. So you've got to ignore the colour change because there is a colour in this wax. But we're going to give it a go. This is a lot thicker than Brad's stuff, and it's very cold right now, so we'll see how we get on. Right, the first thing I notice is my stuff is a lot thicker, and because it's thicker, it takes more pressure to work, which Brad's doesn't. Brad's goes on nice and easy, and it's effortless. Whereas mine, I'm having to be careful not to snap this because I'm going to use so much pressure to move the wax around, and you can see the finish straight off the bat is not as shiny, and I think that's because there's a lot of residue left on here. So what I generally do at this point with all my sand and paste projects is get some Howard feed and wax on, just to lubricate the piece and allow the last of the wax to come off. So I'm going to do that. Alright, that's the Howard feed and wax. I'm just going to get a clean cloth, polish that off. Okie dokie. Now at this point with my stuff, I would usually put some shine juice on here, but that wouldn't be a fair test, so I'm not going to. I'm going to part it off and we will be done. Quick trip to the sander. Okay, there we have 2 wands. I'm going to do 2 tests now. Now the first test is I'm going to take them to my Tame video editor and tell him, I'll ask him which one he thinks is which. Because he's not been here during the making of these. So I'll ask him which one he thinks is which, and then I'm going to take them to the light box and take some pictures of them, because the lights in here are a bit poop, and we'll see. I think I know which one I like best, but I'll save that till the end. Let's go and find out what my Tame video editor thinks. Right, he doesn't know I'm going to do this, so let's catch him unawares. Lord only knows what he might be doing at this second. So let's go and surprise him, shall we? Bit of fun. Mr. Tame video editor, there he is.
Mr. Wansley.
Can you confirm that I have not told you what is happening right now? And
yeah, you've literally just walked in the room.
I've just walked in the door. I have in my hand 2 wands. I would like to know, not which wand, the shape, nothing to do with the shape.
Just the finish.
Yeah, which finish do you like the best? That's the first question. Which finish do you like the best?
Okay, Mr. Mans.
Here are 2 Wandy McWandingtons. Now, liking something is obviously completely subjective.
It is. I would go with this one.
You would go with that one. You like that finish the best. Okay. Question number 1. Now, which wand do you think is Brad's finish? Now, you don't know anything about wood turning.
I have no idea, and plus I've never seen his finish on any of the stuff you've done.
No, exactly. So, just out, you know, which one do you think is Brad's finish?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Let's say the one I chose.
You say the one you chose?
Why not?
Okay. Well, it's the other one.
Hey!
Hey! But that one is Brad's finish.
Okay, cool.
This one is my finish. Which is to say it's a Howard feed and wax on homemade sand in paste finish. But it's completely subjective.
It is.
And to be
also,
honest,
I think I'm looking at the grain more than the finish.
You're looking at the grain more than the finish?
That's what I prefer, yeah.
Yeah, well, you see, that's looking at the sort of shape and the wand itself,
Yeah.
and we're not really bothered about that.
This one's a bit more shiny.
That Brad's one is a bit more shiny.
Yeah.
Well, that's what a finish is supposed to do, you see. Make it shiny.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So, in conclusion, what's the conclusion? I like both of them.
Yeah, I like both of them.
Personal opinion for me, I prefer this one because it is shinier. Have you felt them? Do they feel as smooth as each other? Because they're both sanded to 800 grit and then finished.
They're both very smooth.
They're both very smooth. Yeah, and this is very soft wood as well. I think we find out it's spalted silver birch. So it's not really a fair test, because soft wood will always soak up a finish more than hardwood. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to put these now in the light box and take some lovely pictures of them.
Awesome.
Lovely job. Unwilling participant number 2. One of these ones has got a finish from America on it, and one of these ones is my homemade finish. So ignoring the shape completely, which one has got the best finish, or the finish that you like the best?
I like this one.
You like that one?
That's smoother somehow.
Right.
But you can feel the texture of the wood in that one, so...
And which one is shinier?
I don't think there's much in it, really. Because it's how the wood is as to whether it reflects the light or not, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Not a lot of difference, really, I don't think. Because you've got more white in that, lighter.
Yeah.
It reflects more than the darker patterning.
Okie doke. Thanks for that.
No problem.
Okay, folks. Welcome to the light box. Now then. I'm the only wood turner in the family. And so it's my opinion that matters the most. And from a wood turner's perspective, what I like about Brad's finish is that it hasn't coloured the grain at all. If you look at the grain in here, you can see the difference in the 2 areas of grain. If you look at what my finish did to it, it is less pronounced. It's coloured the lighter areas of grain. And I think Brad's finish is slightly shinier, but very, very slightly. So there they are. Was it a fair test? I don't know. It was a test. Yeah. I don't think it was a particularly fair test, and all opinions are subjective. But everybody agreed there's very little difference in terms of could you pick a better finish. It's tiny, tiny little differences. And from my perspective, a wood turning perspective, I like the colour, the more natural colour in Brad's finish because it hasn't coloured the grain. They're both as smooth as each other. Yes, so would I recommend it? Of course I would. It's a very nice product. It went on a lot easier than mine, and it did the same, if not a very slightly better job, in my opinion. I'm going to be doing a bowl very soon, made out of some ash, and then we will really, so I'm going to do the outside with my finish and the inside with Brad's finish, and then we'll be able to get a better understanding of what the finishes actually look like, because this is quite soft spalted silver birch. And if you're wondering, yes, I did do two wands in under an hour. It was about, I don't know, 50 minutes, which is not bad going. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you very soon with another video. Take it easy, folks.